Hi, good Bat Neighbor community. Jen here, and we've got a very special Friday feature for you today, our monthly feature, where we're joined by folks from around the world who are helping bats. And joining us today from Manchester in the northwest of England is Emma Reynolds, author, illustrator of Amara and the Bats. Hi, Emma. How's it
Hello, it's so
going?
nice to be here. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good, thank you. How are
it's
you?
great. Good, good. It's great to have you. Glad we
Thank you.
could finally meet up. So, um,
Yeah.
So, what made you want to write about bats? Have you had any experiences with them, or what
Um,
was that all about?
yeah, good question. I've always loved nature and animals, and I've always thought bats are very cute.
Yeah,
I had a kit in the 90s where you make a your own plushie and a bat, and I remember saying to my mum, it has to have Velcro on the bottom because it has to hang upside down like a bat. So that's always like a kind of
nice.
old memory. And then I've always wanted to make picture books, and when it came to thinking of a book idea, I drew this little girl and she was looking up curiously, and I thought, oh, maybe she could be looking up at a bat.
Oh, nice.
And then I also realized there was hardly any picture books about bats, and of the few picture books that there are, it usually has a bat as the protagonist. So I wanted to
Oh,
make
yeah.
a human-centered bat conservation story, and that's how it all began.
Oh, nice, nice. And this is your debut book, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll just hold it up so people can see.
Yeah, please.
This is my debut author illustrated book. So it's the first book I wrote and illustrated myself, and it came out in 2021. So still in lockdown. But luckily people
Oh,
still read
yeah.
books. And it's been enjoyed by lots of people, which is really great. So there's the hardback, which is the US edition, and this is the UK paperback edition. And they're slightly different because we have different bat boxes and bat houses.
And I thought that was so cool that it's not just a story, but you also have some educational elements to it too. Oh, very neat.
Yeah,
Um,
so the facts are kind of weaved in among throughout the story, and then at the back there's um even more bat facts like
oh, that's awesome.
bat guano, how they're seed dispersers and keystone species, and then all about how you can put up your own bat box or bat house as well,
Oh,
and
that's
lots of
awesome.
useful links. Yeah.
And I know that's something our community is interested in. Luckily, we have a lot of bat lovers out there.
Yes.
Well, what made you want to help bats specifically?
Bats are like as you all know because you love bats, they're one of the most misunderstood creatures on the planet. And I think they get a really bad reputation. They're often the scapegoat for things. And I just really thought they deserved a book celebrating and kind of busting those harmful myths. Because if the more people know about these facts, then the more people want to save them, and that can directly help conservation. So I wanted to try and make a difference, really, and just have all these interesting facts about how bats are free pest control. They say farmers billions of dollars a year in the insects that would otherwise destroy the crops. They are seed dispersers and keystone species, and whole ecosystems would collapse. Like we wouldn't have loads and loads of food products without bats. Um, so yeah, all of these things help people understand that bats are very nice. They're not scary. They work with us humans, and like we need to protect them. So yeah, that's why I wanted to help the bats really, because I think they're adorable and misunderstood.
Nice. And what do you do to be a good bat neighbor? I know you've got a bat house that you're working on putting up.
I still need to do that. I need to contact my bat group to put that up. But yeah, so I'm part of my local bat group in the UK. So I'm
Oh,
part
very
of
cool.
what's South Lancs bat group. So here in the UK, the bat group communities are do a lot of stuff. So we go on bat walks, we do bat
Nice.
surveys. In January, I went to my first cave day
Oh,
where we
wow.
looked to see if we could find bats in this old cave, which is really cool. Absolutely knackering. I was so tired. Um, the ground was really uneven, so you kind of just constantly like making sure you don't fall
Oh,
down
gee.
all day. But it was really, really fun and got absolutely covered in mud, but it was very fun experience. And we saw lots of just bats' little legs clinging on and their little bat bottom. It was very funny, little bat booty.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
so yeah, I like to help with my local bat group, and we did a really good thing back in, I think it was May. It was called the Rochdale Science Extravaganza, and it's run by a nice guy called Mohammed, and his son, when he was young, asked why there wasn't more Muslim people in STEM, and that kind of started this whole festival idea. And now they work to promote STEM to ethnic minorities and people who are economically disadvantaged. And so me and my back group went and did this event where I read the book and like told everyone the bat facts, and then my back group brought along one of their long-term rescue bats that can't be released
Oh,
to
wow.
show everyone in
Yeah.
a safe way in a box.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
was really engaging. So I really like doing stuff like that, like community engagement and stuff.
Nice. That's awesome. And everybody out there, check around and see if you've got a local bat group. In the UK, I know there are an absolute ton of them. I know there are more than 50. So ask around, you can probably find one. In the US, they're not as common. You can Google your regional bat group. There are five. Midwest Bat Working Group is in the Midwest. There's one on the East Coast, West Coast, couple in the South. So, try to hook up with some other bat lovers around you, and maybe you'll be able to go on some bat walks. At least in the summer here, we don't necessarily have bats year round in all of the US, just in the southern states. But, definitely look for bat groups near you. And if you can't find one, start your own. You can certainly find people that enjoy bats. So, never give up. You can always find a partner to enjoy bats with you. So what is your favorite bat? It could be a species or a specific bat from a book or a movie.
I have a special fondness for the nocturnal bat, which is the
Um,
UK's biggest bat.
oh,
It's the first bat I saw up close in the hand, a gloved hand, of course,
yeah.
on a bat box check back in, 2019, just before the pandemic began. So yeah, that was really special. I couldn't believe how close we were able to look at them, and like it just looked like a cute little gremlin, and yeah, I just fell in love with it even more. So I joined my back group because I was researching my book, and then I just got more and more interested in it, and have been with them ever since. So yeah, probably a nocturnal, but I mean all bats are adorable. I really like the ones with the unusual faces as well. I drew some in the end papers at the beginning to celebrate the vast variety of
Oh, wow.
different faces and different ears, and
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I also really like the Mexican free-tail bats, and I was like really
Oh,
lucky to
cool.
see the millions of them in Austin and San Antonio when I came to the US in 2022. That was really awesome.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you got to check out some bat areas here in the US.
Yeah, I came for the NASBAR IBRC conference to see some of my bat biologist friends in real life, so that was really awesome.
Oh, that's great. For
Yeah.
anybody out there, could you explain what that conference is? A lot of people don't know the
Yeah,
abbreviations
yeah.
for things.
Gosh, that's testing me now, but it's
Oh, sorry.
basically all the bat biologists in the world who want to go to this conference come together and talk about bats and present their research papers and have dinners.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very nice.
Yeah,
And
so
well,
it changes location each time.
okay. Yeah, and once again, always great to find some more bat lovers to meet with.
Yes, exactly.
And actually, to backtrack on abbreviations, just in case people aren't aware of what STEM is, can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The full one is STEAM, which also includes art, because art's a great communicator of those things. So yeah, those subjects tend to be majority white fields. So there's lots of campaigns trying to expand this to other communities and make it more accessible.
Nice. It's awesome that you're bringing bats into that too. I know we talk
Yeah.
a lot on Good Bat Neighbor about how important outreach and education is. So that's just so cool. Very cool. I do want to mention, like you said, since there are two different versions of the book, the UK and the US, how can people get those?
So I always recommend going to your local bookshop.
Okay.
The billionaires at Amazon don't need the billionaire, doesn't need your money.
Yeah.
They are available there though, so if that's your only
Okay.
choice, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, check in with your local indie. They can order it in if they don't have it already. Or there's Barnes and Noble, anywhere you can find books that are available. But if you're in the US, you need the hardback, and if you're in the UK or Europe, you need the softback because that's got the correct information for your kinds of bats. So it's all about this little girl called Amara who loves bats, but she's really upset when she moves to a new town with her family because the bats no longer live there because they're losing their habitat. So she rallies her new friends in her neighborhood to save the bats and try and save the park. And yeah, you have to read the book to find out what happens. But yeah, it's a happy
Nice.
ending.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
very cool. Very cool. I know a lot of us can relate to that, have been trying to save green space in our area and bat habitat. So definitely something
absolutely.
relatable.
Yeah, and it gives at the end, which I think is really nice because people always say, "Oh, I love bats now. What can I do to help?" So at the end, it's immediately got, "Here's some tangible things you can do to help bats,
Oh, very
like
cool.
letting your garden grow wild to encourage insects and lots of other things like that." So yeah, thank you so much for
Nice.
having me.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody, I'll put some links in the post. So hopefully you can find the book easily and pick one up for yourself or for a friend or family member. It's adorable and it will make a great gift. Start your
Yeah, if
Christmas
you're in the
shopping early.
UK, you can order direct from me if you're in the UK and I can sign it. Or if you really want a signed book plate from the US, I can post that as well.
Oh, very cool. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. And geez,
Thank
thank you again. Thanks so much for joining us. And thank you everybody out there in the Good Bat Neighbor community. And we will see you next month.
Cool.
Thanks
Thanks,
again.
Jen. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.